What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the spring season of series number 3. Today we're going to be jumping into a seasonal seasonal championship to get the Buick Regal GNX. So we're going to be jumping into the Hear Me Roar seasonal championship. Take a look here. You can see the car restriction is B700. And we have to use retro muscle cars. So this is a street racing championship. So we're going to jump into it. I have 3 cars set up already. I'm going to jump over here. We'll intro to the first car and we'll get it started. All right, up on the screen now will be the first car we're going to be jumping into. This is the 2000 Ford Mustang Svt Cobra. I'm trying out a new way of showing the cars at the beginning of just doing a screenshot inside the garage. So let me know if you guys like that. Just trying to make it a little more professional looking rather than, spinning around the car, not being, in a consistent circle, because it's a little hard to do that. So trying this out to see how this looks. So the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen now, as well as some other little details about the tune. But we'll go ahead and jump into the Hear Me Roar championship and take a look at those races. So again, all street races, so point to point. All right, here we go with Tunnel Run in the Svt Cobra. Go ahead and start it up here and see what this can do. And we're off. So for some reason it does count the 2010 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor as a retro muscle car. Interesting enough. Something that is, what is that, 12 years old at this point, is considered a retro muscle. I mean, I don't really understand the logic behind that, but it is what it is. I was debating on using it, but I don't know how rare it is in this game. I was going to look into that, but just decided to use the 3 cars that I chose instead anyway. So, to me, a car from 2010 is not retro in any way, shape, or form. So, this thing is actually pushing it a little bit for me. I guess 2000 would be retro at this point, but 2010 still a little too new to be retro. Because I think there's other cars for another championship where we're using modern sports cars, and I'm pretty sure there's a 2010 vehicle in that class. So that's modern, but the Crown Victoria, or the Police Interceptor, whatever you want to call it, is a classic, or retro, so not much sense to me. We're halfway through the race though, and we're absolutely killing it in the Cobra. Got a little bit understeer. I'm coming off of doing the trial event using that RS200, so something a little more snappy for sure, and not so heavy. So just getting used to driving it again, or driving this now. So a little bit of tighter turns as we go through the city as well. Something else to note before we go on to other cars. In this championship, you only have to use 1 car. I used 3 just to show you guys some different options that can be used. So just make sure you know that you only have to use 1 car for all 3 of these races. I just used 3 to provide other options for you all, because you may not have every single car that I have. So just, make sure you're aware of that. So if you do find something, another car or tune that works well, let me rewind that. Can't talk and drive at the same time, apparently. Took that way too long. But if you do find another car or tune that works out well for you, definitely let us know down in the comments below. So again, this is just a channel of helping others get these events done as easy as possible. So if you find something that works better than what I used, definitely let us know. That is a first place finish here on the first race. And as you can see, I have 20 points because I came in first. something important about these championships is you do not have to finish first in all 3 races. This is a points-based championship, so if I hit continue, this is the championship leaderboard, and this is the leaderboard that you need to be in first place on at the end of the 3 races. So we have 20 points. We're going to jump into our next car, and then we'll get that next race started up. Alright, so here is the next car that we're going to be using. This is the 95 Chevrolet Corvette Zr1, and the share code along with the tuner's name will be up on the screen now if you want to check this out as well. So we'll see how this Corvette can handle up to the next race. Ooh, a little foggy, a little nighttime. Horizon Caldera, I guess. Let's get going. Let's see how this Corvette can handle. Got the fun pop-up headlights. And we're off. No arrow here. So that's fun. I mean, we are in B class, so really, I don't know if that's even fast enough to really need arrow. Let's go. Come on. Climbing through the turns for sure. It's a little lighter, or this car is a little lighter filling than the Mustang. Of course, this is just a little bit more of an open track fill as well. I'm not racing through the city. Racing out here on the, what you'd call back roads, I guess. Alright. But we move up into first, about a third of the way through the race. Thing handles, I feel like this one's a lot better handling. Of course, they probably handle relatively the same. It may just be that I've gotten a little more used to this class and kind of the driving style that I need to have coming out of, or coming off of that Mustang, and not, you know, having the RS200 be the last car that I drove. So the nice thing about you guys only having to use one car is you kind of will get a better feel for that car through the 3 races. So you won't be jumping around to different vehicles, obviously. So keeping up though. Don't have as much of a lead as we did in the Mustang yet, at least. But again, the Mustang was kind of going through the town, so the drive-tars were really faster than the drive-tars through the turns more than anything, I think. So I mean, we're probably faster in general, but I think the turns is really where we can get a lead on them. So kind of have a final stretch here down to the finish line. I can see the pink smoke in the distance there. There we go. There we go. We kind of got a good lead on them. So across the line, a little bit of style. Another first place finish here in the championship. So as you can see, we got 20 more points for coming in first. If I hit continue, again, we're up to 40 points in total now. So let's go ahead and jump into our final vehicle, and we'll jump into the final race. All right, and the final car here is going to be the 87 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am GTA. So the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name on this car, will be up on the screen now. So we'll go ahead and jump into this, jump into the last race, and knock it out. All right, here we go with Los Afueras, I guess. I don't know. I think what I'll do on this race is I'm going to purposely come in second place just to show you guys that you do not have to finish in first in all 3 of these races, and that it's really just the points that matter. This thing feels really fast, especially off the line. But yeah, I'll make sure that I get up in the first as we are right now. And then as the race goes on, at some point I will concede the position over to one of the drivatars and just follow them to the finish line into second place. So just want to make sure that you guys can see that the car is definitely more than capable of getting in the first. I try to do this on all of my videos just to, you know, make sure that people do understand that You don't have to come in first in all 3 of the races. There are some bugs that are affecting the festival playlist still, so there are some times where you'll do the races, you know, win in the championship leaderboard, and then have, you know, you won't get the reward, and that's just a general bug with the game. My suggestion would be, some people have reported that if you make sure your settings for the Drivatar difficulty are set to highly skilled before you enter the championship, although the championship does lock it at highly skilled, sometimes people have said that that fixes the issue, but it may have just been like a, you know, coincidence that that fixed the issue, or that they, you know, got the reward the next time they did it after doing that. So I don't know that there's any concrete way of telling. I just know that I've always had my difficulty set to highly skilled, like since I've started playing, and I've never had an issue of not getting a reward for a championship, so just take that with what you will. But let's see, we're about halfway through. I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit, give the Drivatars a little time to catch up, because they do take some time to actually catch up with us and take over that position. Hey, come on. Yeah, I would say that this is probably the best car that I've used in this championship, so if I was you, I would definitely go for this Pontiac. I think it might be the cheapest option, or one of the cheaper options at least. So definitely good car to use. So now we're just gonna follow first place here. Maybe push him along a little bit, get him going a little faster. Bump drafting here. Oh, we were making him go so fast. And we're just gonna follow him all the way to the finish line. Just 10% left. Do the takeover right there. It could happen. Oh, he's gonna hit the brakes. Don't do that. I gotta defend on this guy. Alright. And there we go. Second place, as we wanted. And then you can see here we got 16 points for coming in second place. And if I hit continue, you can see that we still have the most points and are in first place on the championship leaderboard. Now I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to take us to the race podium. So I will be in second place in the race podium, and it'll have that Drivatar that just beat us in first. Don't mind that. That is literally just for the race, as you can see. So again, first place for them. I'm over to the right. If I hit continue, it will still give us that reward for the seasonal championship, being that Buick Regal GNX. And we have a wheel spin here. Let's see what we get. Cool. It's just week of the purple stripe stuff, apparently. At least it's not the dress, right? That we unlocked in the trial event. Doesn't make any sense why they'd give you a dress, but whatever. Alright, so there we go. So that is how you can unlock this thing in the spring season of series number 3. Obviously this has a tune on it. This isn't how it comes stock, but yeah, that's how you can unlock this, by completing the Hear Me Roar seasonal championship. I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content just like this. There will be more festival playlist videos coming out shortly today. So if you want to stay tuned for those, definitely get subscribed. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.